Let us now deal with variables. As I mentioned already, variables are used to store values. We have looked at an instruction before which said x equals to 5. So here x is the variable. Now let's look at the different rules that we have to follow to construct variable names. So the first rule states that your variable name can be any combination of 1 to 32 alphabets, digits, or underscores. So what this means is that your variable name can be at most 32 characters long, and these characters must be alphabets, digits, or underscores. The second rule is your first character must be an alphabet or an underscore. So you cannot have your digit as your first character. Digits are allowed as digits are allowed to be a part of your variable name as long as they are not the first character. The third rule is special symbols are not allowed. So you cannot have something like percentile or percentage sign, dollar sign, comma, full stop in your variable names. The only exception is underscore. Rule number 4 is, okay, now using these three rules, let's try to find which variables are valid and which variable names are invalid. I'm going to give you some examples here. So the first example is average score. So is average score a valid variable name? Is underscore valid? My dot variable, user space input, underscore 123 number, and let's say pound count. So identify the valid and the invalid variable names among this list. And if it is invalid, you need to specify why it is invalid. So average score, the first variable name is average score. This is a valid variable name. Is underscore valid is again a valid variable name. Remember, underscore is allowed to be a part of your variable name. That's the only exception for having a special symbol in your variable name. My dot variable is not a valid variable name because it has a period. That's a special symbol. User space input is again an invalid variable name because space is a special symbol. Underscore 123 is a valid variable name. You can have underscore at the beginning of your variable name. The exception is that you cannot have a digit as the starting point in your variable name. Pound underscore count is again invalid because pound is a special symbol. There is another rule which has to be obeyed, which is that your variable name cannot be a keyword. So that's rule number 4. So variable name cannot be a keyword. See, keywords in C are reserved words that have a specific meaning and functionality within the C programming language. So you cannot use these keywords as identifiers, that is, names of variables or functions, etc., because they are reserved for the language itself. C has 32 keywords, and each of them have a different meaning which is known to the programming language. So let's look at the keywords. So these are the 32 keywords that I was talking about. So you have auto, constant, double, float, int, short, struct, and unsigned, and so on, all of these. So these are 32 in number. Now you cannot have your variable name as your keyword. For example, if you have your variable name as break, then that's going to be an invalid keyword. However, there are a few things that you need to keep in mind. So break is a keyword, and you cannot have the keyword as your variable name. However, you can have uppercase break as your variable name. This is totally valid. The reason is because, remember, C is a case sensitive language. So lowercase break and uppercase break are totally different. Of course, you can have something like this as well. Right? B, R is uppercase and the rest are lowercase. So this is a valid variable name again. You can also have break underscore 123. That's a valid variable name. So as long as your variable name is not exclusively your keyword, then it is good to be a variable name, or else you're going to get an error when you're trying to run the program. So these keywords, they play a crucial role in defining the syntax and structure of C programs. They are used to declare variables, specify data types, control the program flow with conditionals and loops. You can also define functions and more. When writing C code, it is essential to avoid using these keywords as identifiers to prevent conflicts and ensure proper compilation and execution of the program.